11 Qualities that makes you a great boyfriend. Good men are really hard to come by, but they are definitely not impossible to find. You need to make sure that your boyfriend is on the same page as you, that is, he's not with somebody else. Here is a list of few things which states that your boyfriend is a good guy and how hard you should try to hold on to him. Number 1. He listens to you with full attention. If he is really into you, he will listen and keep track of everything you say. He will not only remember the things you said, but also the important things that you talk about, because he wants to know you in and out. And in return, the great guy will open up to you as well, and talk to you about his plans, his life, his goals, and his passions, so he knows you both can share those things someday. Number 2. He inspires you. He feels complete with you. Yes, but for a relationship to last, there has to be more. One of those things is inspiration. If you inspire each other and make each other be better versions of yourself, then that's your perfect match. Pick someone who wants to be worthy of you, and who can make you feel more accomplished. That's the perfect kind of man. Number 3. He takes out time for you. A guy who can make time for you and finds it difficult to have his days without you is a winner in every way. You may not be the one thing on his mind day in and day out, but eventually, he does remember you, and when he does, he really, truly misses you. He cancels on his people because you mean something to him, and he respects you and realizes that you have commitments too. He isn't worried about catching up with the rest of the world as long as he can be with you for a little while. Number 3. He has his own principles. One of the most important things about him should be his values and his grounding. A man without principles could be a lot of things, but there really isn't much to him inside at all. A strong man would have thought about drawing the line and has principles that he doesn't break. Number 5. He makes you laugh. Now, whether he is brooding and intense, or light and social, he should be able to get you when you're low and have your back. A guy who knows how to make you smile even when you're on the hem of tears. Your guy is a gem if he can comfort you when you're hurting and make you laugh when you're not. Number 6. He knows your worth. If he takes time to appreciate the little things you do and reminds you he's lucky to have you, you're a lucky woman. A guy who really feels passionately about you would feel lucky to have a woman like you, so when he does, let him know you do too. Number 7. He doesn't possess any control over you. He wants you to be on your own, because that is what he first fell in love with. No matter what, he will always want to be the one on your side, because he loves your spirit. He realizes that you are smart and can draw the line yourself, and never tells you what to do or not to do. Number 8. He cares about his looks. Did he change the way he looked for you? Does your presence make him want to be more dapper? If it does, then you really have the pick of the lot, lady, because a man who loves to please you, is definitely worth your time. Number 9. He apologizes to you. Fighting is integral to every relationship. If the two of you are strong, independent-minded people and have views about things, there are bound to be a few clashes. What is important is how you guys deal with it. If you're always the one making up, that probably means he doesn't really care all that much about the fight. But if he takes a minute to rethink and realizes that the fight might have gotten out of hand, he might just decide he wants to make things right before it's too late. If he apologizes even when it isn't his fault, he's definitely a great man. Number 10. He makes compromises for you. He makes changes and compromises when he realizes you won't. Every relationship has its own ups and downs, but the smart people realize that every fight isn't worth fighting, and letting something go only makes you appreciate each other more. Be it over the dinner menus, or on the vacation spot for the summer, if he's willing to make a compromise so that you're happy, you're a lucky girl. Number 11. He notices things about you. He takes pride in who you are, so when you change something about yourself, he notices. He notices when you get highlights or lose weight, and he compliments you this way or that, because he really does love everything about you. Thank you. Subscribe us for more videos.